If you want to play the rebound in oil prices and get a notoriously big, juicy dividend to boot, look no further than Nordic American Tanker, NAT. This is my favorite of all the oil tanker stocks because it's got a nearly pristine balance sheet. The others have been wrecked that don't. Very little debt, $600 million in cash. Orders for new tankers are being canceled worldwide, which should keep prices steady. NAT needs day rates, the price they charge to use their tanker for a day, to stay above $10,000. As of March 20th, they were at $44,000, which should allow the company to continue paying a dividend that yields about 12%. To hear more about how the tanker business and the oil business is doing, let's talk to the best CEO in the tanker business, Herbjorn Hansen, the CEO of Nordic American Tanker. Mr. Hansen, welcome back to Mad Money.
Thank you, Jim. Good afternoon to you. I'm talking to you from the eastern coast of Norway. A nice evening here with a lot of snow.
All right. Well, I always wanted to get there. I'm in the eastern coast of Jersey. It's very similar. All right. Here's the thing I need to know right now. I am seeing oil go higher and higher, and I'm wondering whether I should be a buyer of Nordic American Tanker given the price of oil.
Let me say a few points. Firstly, as you indicated in your introduction, the market is very strong. We shall be having a very good quarter. There is no question on that, as we indicated in our message to shareholders last month. Secondly, we shall continue our dividend policy. We shall not, and I repeat, Jim, we shall not cut the dividend. Our dividend will follow the market. High market, high dividend, lower market, lower dividend. And thirdly, we have the strongest balance sheet in the industry. At this point in time, we have no debt. So we have a lot of dry powder, as I believe you call it in your country. And we may be able to, if the market should go down, we may be able to buy assets from other companies which are in trouble.
All right, Mr. Hansen, then I get worried. Will you have to do another equity offering to do any more buying?
The answer is no. We don't have to do an equity offering at this time. We can buy a ship or two with the capital base we have at this time. We only do equity offerings if the acquisitions are accretive, and they must be accretive. That is, after we have bought a ship, we must be able to pay a higher dividend than before we bought it.
Okay, now, we had talked last time, and there was a terrific trade going on where people realized when oil was in the 30s that perhaps it would be best to hire your tankers, store it, and then when oil goes to the 50s, dump it. Well, now that has happened. Are you seeing the end of that great trade for you?
Not necessarily. You know, the phenomenon you are mentioning is called the contango. That means that the future oil price is higher than the present oil price. And there seems to be an attitude out there where people believe, and the industry players believe, that the future oil price still will remain higher than the present one. Okay. I'm not able to judge that, Jim, but quite a lot of tonnage is tied up. Many ships are serving for storage purposes.
Right. Okay. There is a great skepticism about the increase in price in oil. People think that it might be artificial or dollar-related, but aren't the Chinese importing a lot of oil right now?
Yes, they are indeed. All statistics show that. We must remember that in the past, the Chinese, they were riding their bicycles. Now they are riding their cars. And even though we may see some recessionary tendencies, they will not go back to the bicycles. They will run their cars, and growth rates in China, they are between 5 to 7%, and some people even indicate higher. We should not play down the severity of this financial situation, but indeed it will be China and America who will have to correct this.
Okay, one last question, Herbjorn. There is a tremendous constraint in capital worldwide. There were a lot of ships being built that debase the value of your fleet. That overbuilding has stopped, hasn't it, sir?
It has stopped to a significant extent. There are very strong readjustment forces at work. But we, in this position, we can reap the benefits because we have, as you indicated, a pristine balance sheet,
right,
the strongest in the industry. And when the others have water up to their cheeks, we are barely wet on our toe, Jim.
Excellent. Herbjorn Hansen, thank you so much for checking in, CEO of North American Tanker. Great to talk to you, sir. Nordic American is the only tanker company I am recommending, and I continue to recommend it. Yes, I didn't like the equity offering, but you heard what he said. It wasn't dilutive. This is the only tanker stock on Mad Money that we will endorse. Stay with Cramer.